Hey guys, welcome to a secret location here in LA. Actually, it's not that secret. It's downtown LA, and we are here to check out this. It is a brand new concept vehicle. Now, as you know, concept vehicles are vehicles that may or may not go into production, but they point the way to the future of a brand. So what you're looking at here is the new, there we go, BZ Compact SUV concept. That's a mouthful, but basically it's a brand new electric car that may or may not be built by Toyota. But if they're showing it to me, chances are at some point this is going to become a reality. So there is a lot of futuristic and interesting design language here. So let's start with that as always. Now, if you're wondering about the size, well, it's a compact car, so that means it's about the size of, let's call it a Lexus UX. It's actually pretty small, but it's very modern. There's a secret location fire truck that's coming by. Actually, we're in downtown LA. But the one thing that is definitely going into production is right here on the back. It's this little badge. That's Toyota's new, I'm going to call it logo for their electric. And this, of course, is a BEV, which stands for battery electric vehicle. And let me know in the comments below what you think. Usually concept cars roll on big wheels, and this is no exception. We're looking at 21s here, which is, a rather large wheel for a vehicle that is powered by electricity. Now, one of the things that I've noticed immediately is that there's not one, but check this out, 2 charging points on this car, which is pretty handy, kind of like a Porsche Taycan. And if you've been following adventures of myself and Nathan, you know that we just cannonballed an electric car across America. And one of the things that we did find that was rather difficult was pulling into a charging station and having only one location to plug into. So if this actually makes it into production, it's a very interesting and I think very thoughtful feature that allows you to do some charging from both sides of the garage. Now, the cool part of this, of course, is the doors, because electric cars have to have cool doors. At least so says Tesla. And let me show you what's cool about this. Check it out. Yep, they close themselves, and of course the door handles are hidden, giving it a much more aerodynamic profile, which makes for a more slipperier car, which makes for longer range. Now, the things that you probably are wondering about before we get to the cool stuff inside, like these screens. Check these things out. Aren't they cool? They're immensely unique in that they're not flat, but that they're actually concave, or is it convex? And the graphics actually follow the screen around, which is something I have never seen. But like I said, there's things that you probably are wondering about, such as how much will it cost? How big is the battery? How quick does it charge? Will it go into production? How much will it cost? Well, as a concept car, none of those things can be answered in this video, but you'll have to stay tuned, because at some point, if this does go into production, we will have those. So one of the coolest things in here are these little window switches, non-functional in this model, but check it out. Certainly unique in that they are, I guess, capacitive and that they're touch sensitive. Little open buttons, and Toyota tells me that 30% of this interior is natural materials. So if you're not a fan of leather, you won't find a lot of it in here. So let's take a look at the inside. I'm going to jump in here, and I'm going to close the door, and I'll show you some of the cooler features. So it should be self-closing when I get to this point, and there it goes. So like I say, you can't help but notice these immense screens, and they are really cool. And then of course there's this little glowing ball, which is, I guess, a little personal assistant, like Siri. Well, this is Yui, and Yui helps you do things like change the temperature. So let me figure out how to turn this on. Maybe it's like that. Nope, I think that's turning it off. I think I should have done the opposite thing. There we go. Look at that. Oh yeah. Cars have become much more than just a regular conveyance of getting you from point A to point B. They have now become actually more like video games, and this is a very elegant video game. So let's see if Yui works. Hey Yui, Air conditioning. Air conditioning. Come on, you can do it. Air conditioning. This is a concept car, so maybe Yui's not quite up to snuff yet. But what should happen is this screen should turn to air conditioning. And check this out. Look, there's your music. Of course, so you can play your different songs. It's a really cool and very interactive display. I love the fact that it's kind of concave and kind of bent. I gotta tell you, I'm not in love with the yoke. This is just something that, of course, Tesla brought to the world with the Tesla Model S plaid. And you know, I like resting my hand on the wheel over here. You can't do that. I don't know if this will go into production. It may or may not. Even this mirror is concave, or is it convex? How cool is that? And then, of course, you've got dual battery chargers here, and you've got all kinds of funky lighting that makes this look very modern and very sleek. And for a small car, it actually feels very light and airy, and that's because, check it out, you've got not one, but two sunroofs. Well, actually not sunroofs, just glass openings. I hope they put a shade, because it always does get hot, especially here in California. Now, you know, of course, Toyota is kind of late to the game when it comes to electrification, especially when you compare them to some of the other brands, specifically Tesla. But recently, the news has been that Toyota has gotten serious about electrification, that they're reimagining, I guess, their strategy on how quickly they want to get their cars electric, and I think they've kind of concluded that they want to go there sooner than later, and that's a good thing because, let's face it, electrification is becoming a thing, and right now, well, it used to be that about only 4% of all cars in America were electrified in one way or another, but today that number is rapidly changing. So there you have it. Let me show you the back. I'm going to close this gently. I'm terrified of breaking a multi-million-dollar concept car. Look at that, how easily that closes. I'm hoping that there's a button here. There is a button, but does it work? Well, it opens. So there is the inside. Look at that. Did I do it right? Did I break anything? Okay, thank you. Lots of room back here, and I suspect those seats fold flat to give you a floor that you can sleep on in case you're road tripping it, or you have a happy dog that you want to stick in the back. I'll let you close it. I don't want to damage this car. There's other people who want to get at it. Anyway, so there you have it. Let me know what you think of the design. I think it's very modern, very sleek, in some ways very sexy. I do love the matte paint. It does kind of really pop. I love these little, I suspect these are the headlights. And of course, this kind of elongated C signature, I suspect is going to become a design element into Toyota's electrified vehicle push. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. Remember, check out alltfl.com for more news coming to you here from Los Angeles right before the LA Auto Show. See you guys next time. Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Ciao.